Hi there, and welcome back to another episode of Feed the Beast with the Direwolf20 Mod Pack. This is episode 37. My drives are pretty full, and the reason is because of this 120,000 wood. First and foremost, I definitely should just make another steam boiler for solid, but I also have 88,000 saplings, which is insane. So while these barrels are pretty cool, they are limited in how much they can store. So what we want to do is get a better storage method for them, and we're going to do that through minefactory reloaded. Because in minefactory reloaded we have these things that are called deep storage units, if I can find them. Probably easier just to search it. There we go. So they're fairly tough to make. 3 ender pearls, and I have ender. I don't have any blaze rods, right? So I'm gonna have to go try get myself some blaze rods. So I'll be back in a minute. I'm just gonna take a quick jaunt to the nether to get myself some blaze rods. So I'm back from the nether, and I got myself a couple of blaze rods. Just pick back up the stuff I was carrying. So let's get ourselves a couple of these deep storage units. So I need ender pearls. I don't have a huge supply of ender pearls. Well, actually that's a lie, and I have actually a couple growing out here, which I can harvest now. So let's make some ender eyes, which are simply blaze powder and ender pearls, are they not? Yes, they are. We really should go visit the end with these, but I have a much better use. So I'm gonna make 2 of these. So if I just get one more ender eye. Okay, so what I need is machine block thingies. I should have all of this in here, bar the ender eyes. Oh, yeah, sorry, my system is completely full. So that gives me 4 deep storage units. So let's go ahead and make another 4. Cool. Yeah, okay. So here's how these work. These things can basically store all of the stuff. So there doesn't seem to be anything going in here. It's for apples, but we may as well just knock it out here. And let's put a deep storage unit here instead. So I don't actually know how these work. Yeah, they seem to just store stuff. I don't know why these top ones are here, but they basically store things. So let's configure this to store these instead. And we'll also get an export bus. Oh, that won't be able to craft that. Okay, let's rob someone from somewhere just for now. I'll take this one, it's not been used. So let's set this to be trees as well. You can see it's already storing 225. So let's just hook this up. Some cable. There we go. So that should export all the trees in here, and it is. So I think these things can actually store an infinite amount, but I could be wrong on that. So we'll let that go now, and this end one isn't being used either, so we're gonna put the wood in the end one. Figure another one, and we'll grab just some fir wood. I should have enough space to dump stuff back in now. Hooray. So we'll change this to be wood instead of apples. And we'll dump that in there. So actually this should have been able to make the export bus now, so we can export into this. Oh, we'll need some wood. There we go. So that should put all the fir wood in there. So there we go. We'll just wait now until these finish pumping their stuff into them, and then we can replace the other ones here as well. Well, this one anyway. There's probably no need to change this one because I'm not actually growing rubber trees anymore. But then we still have quite a few of these left, so we can probably... Storage controllers, we'll make 2 of these. And yeah, that should be good. These blaze rods in here. So we'll be back in a minute. So these have finished outputting all their goodness into them, and you can see we're storing 90,215 fir saplings in there. And I put little item frames down here to show what's in them. And I got one more here. So I've made this one for oak, but it hasn't exported the oak yet. So we'll do that in a minute. And I put the fir wood down here. You see 121,000. And if we access the AE system, we can see 121,000. So it's all been stored in there. We can probably do that. But that's annoying to get it in there. Yep. So the other cool thing about these things is that if you pick them up, they keep their contents, and you can just put them back down. Awesome. And we'll just put that on the frame as well to show what's in there. So there we go. These 4 things are all being stored here in these deep storage units. So we might as well go one step further and take out this barrel here. Put that torch back up. And we'll put down another storage unit because we have loads of them. And we'll configure this to store cobblestone. Why not? I have no more frames, but that's fine. We normally have a lot of cobblestone. We could also store... I don't think there's any need to store anything else, actually. Wow, we have a lot of lapis. So, the quick way of, well, not the quick, but it moves everything from where it was to where it should be. And we just make sure that these are configured to be right. So we want to set these as a higher priority than 1, which is our drives. That way they'll always use this one as long as there's at least one thing in them. So there we go. Deep storage units set up, and that should give us pretty much a ton of space for our drives. And you can see nothing almost on them now. Lots of room to put things like our mining downstairs into them. And we even have a couple of these left. So, what do we want to do next? Well, we'll be back in a second. So, I want to get some stuff that's only available in dungeon chests. So, the only place that I know for certain that I can find a dungeon chest is a stronghold. So, I've decided to try and go find the end. We'll go with 8 eyes. That should be well enough. So, it should be good to go. Let's have a look. That's probably land. So we'll just go ahead and travel a bit and see if we can find ourselves a nice stronghold. So I'll probably come back once I have gotten closer to a stronghold. So I got quite a distance away and it took me ages to get there, so I decided to make a kind of Nexus Age so that I can just get back to it quickly once I do find it. So I think I'm gonna make my Nexus Age in this kind of endy horsey age, because there's no mobs, there's like, whoa, bit of lag there. There's no mobs, there's 2 suns, and it is definitely stable. It's also oil. So, or it's sludge, not oil. Crap. So let's go ahead and construct ourselves a little a small place to make my home in this nether, or not nether, Nexus Age. So we'll have this as a central traveling hub, and we can just come to here and use it as a central point to go to other places. So you've seen me build houses before. It's not going to be anything special, so I'll be back once it's done. So there we go. Just a simple room on this planet. It's fairly safe here, so that is so annoying when that happens. So let's maybe set up a kind of crystal. Oh, look at this. New textures. So maybe we'll make a portal for coming back to here. So let's go back there and so we'll put the portal back over here. And the book repository we'll just put here. So we'll grab this book and just put it in there. There we go. So that will just have that for going home, and then the other thing is we're gonna want some book stands. So we'll just have maybe books going along the edge to the various places, and I'll move all these books over there. So I'll come back in a second, and we'll be back then. So here's my kind of Nexus world, or room, and I have just a chest here for some more signs and book holders. Now I've also got an unlinked book and a book stand with me, so once I find the stronghold I can use that to take a link to the current location and then link back to here. So cool. So let's go back to searching for the stronghold. So I'll be back once I find it. And just before I go, there's one more thing I want to make. I want to make this sleeping bag from open blocks, which is very simple. It's just carpet. We need a bit more carpet and wool. And it means that I can basically sleep anywhere, but it doesn't reset my spawn point, which is cool. So now I have a little sleeping bag which I can just place down in the world. I should be able to place down. It's probably only when it's night. And once it's there, actually, yeah. So once there, I can just place it down and sleep through the night without resetting the spawn point. So here we go. I found a entrance to a stronghold, a bit. I'm not really sure exactly where it is. There seems to be a dead end down here, but I'll explore around. But the bit that I want to show you is the linking bit. So I think here's a fine bit to link to. We're in the... If we go down here, we can actually see on the mini map that the end place is just over here somewhere. I'm not sure where though, but we can always search it out. So I'm gonna just link to here basically. So shift right click link as always. Let's put down a book here and get our H6 linking book. H6 is our Nexus, and let's go to a Nexus. And we're in the Nexus. So let's put down this book just here, and we can put grab a sign and just say in Stronghold. Cool. So now I can just come back to there straight away without having to travel all that distance, and I can go straight back to home as quick as I can. Fantastic. So I'm gonna go explore this stronghold a bit. I'm gonna call it there for today. Hopefully I'll find some cool stuff in the dungeons. Hopefully there's some chests there, and that way we can get what I was looking for and hopefully do some stuff next turn. So until then, I will see you later.